Hey there, Jedi. Give me a moment to send out some announcements, and then we'll get started here. You'll not be in voice chat today, but you will be here in the chat. Okay. Understandable. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's get started. Alright, here we go. Hey guys, Gamer of Gamers in the Zone, and welcome back to Touhou 9 Phantasmagoria of Flower View. Last time we played, we managed to get all the good endings in story mode. All that's left now is the extra stage, and while I'm told this is going to be the one, technically the easiest, this one's really going to get on my nerves. I could tell last time I did this, and considering the late start we've had to today's stream, I'm really not looking forward to working on this. Nonetheless, I don't want to be stuck on this forever to the point that I just stop playing Touhou, because I do really want to catch up on all the Touhou games. So, let's get this over with. I got a Mountain Dew. Let the games begin. Listen, freezing time, I've done these extra stages enough times to know it'll, like, take at least 100 attempts. I'm in for the long haul of this. There's plenty of food in the fridge, so I have no reason to cut things short to go to single night with the family. 'Cause I only go out to single night with them for food, and it's like, with there being plenty of food in the fridge at this time, I've got no reason to really go with that. I mean, single night can be somewhat fun, but to partake in all three games, it goes on for a bit of a while. And again, with there being food here already, I don't see too much of a reason to stay for all three games. So I'll just be spending my day here. So let's do this. I have to remember how I did everything here, because it has been a little while since a lot of my streams, was focused towards Dark Souls, because, the heavy Dark Souls addiction that I have. Oh, there we go. By getting extra lives, you shorten Achy timer by 5 seconds on final life. Is it worth it? Maybe. Alright, well, we'll see how it goes. I'm not looking forward to it. So again, I'm certain it's not going to be too hard like you said. It's just going to be annoying. Like, see? We're already off to a rough start. So, the madness begins, whether I like it or not. Ah! Oh my God, I almost lost right at the start. Ah! Okay, I got lucky there. And who's calling me? It's another Touhou stream. Guess you'll have to tell me about... Oh yeah, that's right! I forget where we are at this point. Hang on, was someone calling me or... Well, they hung up quickly, so I guess they didn't mean to call me. Alright, back to the game. Alright, let's hope she doesn't unleash that move again, because that's a hard one. The one she unleashed back there. Oh. Okay, I'm not on my... It has clearly been way too long since I have last done this. So we may be at this for a while. I also gotta remember to use my abilities. I'm relying too much on pure skill when, like... Let's talk about Touhou, or should we go with Komachi herself? I mean, Touhou... I guess it depends on which characters we'll see more often in later games, just in case we don't get to them for this game. So let's go with Komachi. This move. Okay, I gotta be ready to use charge shots is what I gotta do, because otherwise that's gonna be happening pretty often. Okay. Need to play on the defense. Right. I gotta be... I mean, that's what I'm somewhat trying to do, but it's like I'm not using up any of my power at all. Oh yeah, I also remembered, yeah, once the timer runs out. So I'm just trying to last until the timer runs out. I remember that, and oh yeah, Sequoia. I'm always never a fan of dealing with Sequoia, because she's always unleashing daggers from her side of the field when I'm least desiring them. See, like that. Like, it's always the daggers from her side of the field that get me. Every single time. Okay, Komachi. Yes, thank you for going with that. Oh boy, she's going right into it. Alright, just gonna be passive and... How did that not hurt me? What? Okay, you need to use your charges. You can't survive here otherwise. Yeah, that's true. Normal. Alright, here we go again. With Sequoia. Alright, just gotta keep my eye on the right side of the screen. That's easier said than done, though, when I'm also trying to focus on stuff on my screen to make sure I don't... Technically you can, but you don't want to make this harder without any reason to do so. Yes, I know. Alright, here we go again. Get me out of there. Did I... Believe me, you should be glad meeting Sequoia on stage 3. Alright. If you say so. Just, that's one. It's still only like a third of the way through the game, though. And even if that's impressive, I'm still a loser in all of this. You know, it's like that line from Kicking and Screaming. What does it mean when you almost win? Oh, I know. A loser. Alright, oh, we're going up against Touhou this time. I forget if Touhou was tough or not in the early stages. I'm just gonna play it safe here and just... yeah, it's mainly the bouncing stamps that are annoying here. Those are always annoying and they always will be. So far, nothing dangerous yet, though. Alright. And here we go, Sequoia. Wait, oh, okay, well... I gotta bomb that. There's no way I'm surviving that. Oh, that was close. Yeah, Sequoia's gonna be the real pain here. Alright, Yomu. I forget where I have trouble with Yomu, or if Yomu was a bit of an easy one. For now, let's just focus on survival. Okay, she does a streaming attack. Yeah. Yeah, those annoying... Get those off the screen. They are very annoying. I was about to consider bombing there, but okay. Charges for the win, mate. They're your best defensive resource in your arsenal. They can destroy any bullets, including knives, and you can bomb as well. Yeah. Way easier to survive 3rd stage timer than 6th stage. Really now? Well, we'll have to get to that stage and see what you mean by that. Oh boy, now we're taking on Raisin in this stage. As if she wasn't already annoying enough. Oh, I didn't mean to activate. Yep. Of course. The stupid stray bullet. Why wouldn't it be? That was close. Healing, yeah. Episode 6. Bamboo flowers. Mr. Slacking, yeah. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's right, she has the annoying spirit move, so I really gotta pay attention to where she's firing from there. Oh, really? Only the blue item? Wasn't ready for that. Of course, I just used up a bomb, so... Okay, that was close. Stage 3 or 6. You would choose Stage 3 in any day. Alright. Abandoned. Yeah. Okay, another extra life. Flowers eventually get better. My pace, yeah. Still slacking off. Sanzu River. Say phantoms and flowers. Yeah, won't get your job done. Anything. Souls possessing sunflowers. Yeah. Finish before summer. Someone in it. Carefree and half-hearted towards the work part. Who's the train man here? Her. Let me check you put on me. Yeah, okay. Alright, here we go. Let's see how this plays out. Alright, playing it safe there and just... Oh, the spirits. Or at least that's simple. Eleven, 10, 9. Okay, I got a bomb there. There we go. So saying, yeah. The jolly ones would last longer. Yeah. They died. It sounds like they're messed up rather than jolly. Right then, checked all over. Yeah, I'll work out my pace. You sure are taking it easy yet? Times, nobody's got to think it over. Yeah. Alright, and goes Master. Is this the one slacking? Yeah. Oh yeah, this, because they like do the double and then have all of that charged directly towards me, so I gotta make sure I have openings to... Survive for a full 20 seconds here off not much. And now I got nothing to work on. There I go. There we go. Yeah, that's called losing freezing time. That maybe it's just the mood I'm in today, but it's, I guess compared to how much I've been enjoying the Souls games, it's like maybe it's just the constant grind of doing so many extra stages throughout my career on YouTube that it's like, I feel nothing now, no matter how close I get to winning. I think it's also because it still feels like I'm playing the same game as in regular story mode. But it's like, compared to extra stages in other games, this one just doesn't add anything. It's just the same game over again, and it's like... it's frustrating. Ah. There we go. She took her sweet time going down. Nice try it. But that ain't gonna work on me. Ah! It's always the daggers. Every time. No item? Oh, I was swerving there. I lost control. I got lucky there. That using level 2 on those 2 yin-yangs was a bit of a waste. After all, you should use those charges... Okay. Alright. I see your point. Oh, that's a first. Getting the extra life during the stage. And oh boy. This is where it gets tricky. It's tricky. Ah! Oh, okay, well... There goes my chance to save myself if things get bad. I am gonna have to pay attention. Yep. I couldn't even tell what took me out there. That's how bad it got. Ugh. Well, I'll admit that fail was on me for using a bomb by accident in an instance where I didn't need to bomb. Alright, that attack is thankfully easy. But yeah, this, I guess it's more towards these later stages when the timer is longer that I definitely need to be a bit more careful with when I, you know, run out of time. They gave me not very little time in that attempt. What? I mean, I'll take it, but that's interesting, to say the least. Alright, time for the rematch against Reimu. Oh, why did I use that up? And I used up a bomb. Well, we're going down for sure now, because there's no way I'm going to last until the timer runs out. Yep. Oh, blue sends a boss. Lower amount of lives, the lower time you have to survive. Oh, okay. Oh, I dragged that out to the point that I had to use a bomb. Gotcha. Having lives is still better than not. Yes, I know. I know. Already going in with the big play. Alright, that run I got too reliant off bombs, and thing is, I'm never know when it's a good idea to prepare a charge shot. I always want to make sure it's specifically at level 2, and then once I realize it's not enough time, I have no choice but to bomb. I'm getting way too reliant off bombs now. It's like every little thing that concerns me now leads to me bombing. Not losing anything by having them. In fact, timer after dying is a bit lower on time than time when you go to the stage with 1 live. Okay. Having lives has a small but advantage. Did it. And I'm already getting annoyed. I knew I wasn't in the best mood for this, but man, it's like all right, I did, yeah, sure, just all right, I get it. I got a skill issue. The ideal move there when I'm trying to be passive, but I just didn't feel like putting up with a boss there. It's not you, Freezing Time. It's just me within this moment. Just, again, it's just I have not been looking forward to it at all. You know, I mean, there's a reason why majority of my streams lately have been Dark Souls streams, and it's because I've been constantly dreading the day that I have to return to this, which ends up being today. This is what the audience wanted to see me play. And I gotta do this. And use that up. So already I've used up one of my gauge boosters. Did I get it? Nope, she got me, of course. Right as the timer was at 0, too. I know you didn't mean to hurt me, Freezing Time. Again, it's just me within this moment of... I mean, I knew regardless of when I did this that I wouldn't be in a good mood. And ultimately, you know, I proposed the idea of, you know, maybe starting up another game or something, but this is what the audience wanted to see today, and I want to stream whenever I get the chance, since my job makes it to where I don't have many streaming opportunities these days. So really, don't feel too bad about yourself, Freezing Time. If something gets on my nerves, just know that it's me being the bad guy, basically. I'm the bad guy right now. Keep thinking those are spirits only for it to turn out to be Raisin sending spirits at me. I mean, I could, but at the same time, it's because I enjoy the Touhou games, then, like, you know, it's been the longest running series on the channel, and it's like, I've made so many friends thanks to this series, and it's like, I want to maintain the dedication, no matter what. I don't want to just give up. Because there's still so much to play and try out and explore. It's just a difficult hurdle. Actually, I did just remember something. A funny idea I had. I won't say what, since I'm still interested in this idea that I have. But know that I have an idea! It's always the stray bullets. Ah! what you're talking about. I can postpone it forever, sure. But after going so far, giving up here, it seems like it's a bit of an insult to everything you have done so far. Exactly. And I mean, I suppose I could do something similar to what I did with Touhou 11. Where it's like, if I still want to keep at it with the Touhou games, but still do something else, I could just take a break from it and head to a different game for a while. Whether that be I try out some more of the spin-off titles, or maybe I try out some fan games. Who knows? 'Cause I know there's a lot of good fan games out there. Right. Yes, I've triumphed over many difficult moments throughout this series. And I'm certain this will be no different. It's just gonna take some time. But yeah, we'll see if I can get to it today. But depending on how much of a mood I'm in, I wouldn't be surprised if there's inevitably a point where I just can't bring myself to do it, and next thing I know, I'm having to... Yeah, no, get that out of my face. So yeah, that's my thoughts on all of this. Why did I waste that right at the start? Well, I think that pretty much guarantees I'm going to be losing here. Unless I somehow get super lucky. Okay. I didn't even see what hit me there. Sure that there will ever be a time that you won't be angry from this EX, unlike SA. That is true, because SA at least had some enjoyable moments. But yeah, it's like, yeah, you make a good point there. I'm going to be angry the entire time. But I do at least want to put some time towards this before I resort to taking a break. I don't want to give up that easily. Even if I'm already not in the best mood for it. But yeah, you make a good point. I don't think I'll ever be in a good mood for this. So best I just get it over with. And just see how this goes. So, here's what I'm gonna recommend. To just make sure I keep at it, just try to let me focus on the game. You're free to insult me all you'd like, but ultimately I do think I'll be able to focus and keep things moving faster if you just let me focus. Normally I like to chat with my audience, but maybe for once this is one of those streams where I just gotta lock in and just focus on the game. me, but... Okay, thank you, freezing time. Alright, it's okay. Like I said, if there's legitimately good advice you have to give, I'm okay if you break the silence. If you think it's something that'll genuinely help me. Or you can keep lying to me. My laundry's ready. Okay, after this run, we'll take a intermission so I can go change out my laundry into the dryer. No! If my finger didn't slip on the bomb button, I might have had it that run. Ugh. Of course, I have a really good run, and then I flunk it right at the end. Ugh. Alright, unfortunately, I do need to go and check up on my laundry, so... I don't think we're going to have a run like that ever again the rest of this stream. I mean, we can... I'm willing to keep at this, but seeing how it's entirely random how many extra lives I get, I'm certain there is a system to it all on the way I can get the most possible points to be getting that many extra lives every run, but I don't see the pattern on what I'm doing to get more points. So I'll admit that was my fault for ruining it right at the end. But man, yeah, I gotta go switch out my laundry. Whether I like it or not, I need clean clothes for work tomorrow. keep that over there for now. And a quick intermission before we continue. Alright, what all have you been saying here while I was checking up on my laundry? It's not random. There are several ways to get points: for combo killing the enemies, for killing bosses, for using charges, for sending bosses, for doing boss reversal, and for erasing bullets. We know that third Eki's timer is 45 seconds. Okay. Well, I guess that means for these earlier stages I could... Well, no, I do kind of want to play it passive, since I do still have instances where I slip up even on these early on stages. I just have to find the best openings to, you know, use some charge shots on a large wave of bullets, even if I don't always notice it immediately. So something like that. That ought to get me some good points. So even if I'm lasting well, I should make sure, like, if there's a large wave of bullets, to just use my charge shots anyway. At least for these early stages, like here. That'll be good points. There we go, that ought to take her out. And that should get me extra points for sending a boss after her. Oh yeah, because boss attack bonus, yeah, looking at it, that's pretty high. So I can see how it's beneficial to really go for points. Although for something like Sequoia here, this might be where I'll be wanting to start focusing more towards... Oh! It's always those daggers. Oh yeah, boss reversal also gives a lot of points. Every 5 million points, gotcha. Ooh, I got even more bullets than I expected there. That was close. Alright, that ought to be good points, yeah. No items, really. Oh. But yeah, that got me an extra life by stage 4, so that's definitely going to be helpful to know about to really get the most out of my points. Jeez, I got lucky there. Come on, something with a lot of power. I mean, I guess I could send a boss at her. Yeah. Touhou, you going down? There you go. Bonuses at the ends are hundreds of thousands of points, so from 0 to 600 per 1,000 per category. Yeah, I can tell it's adding up to big points, so I'll definitely want to go for, you know, if I'm doing well, to at least send a boss at them for points. Now, I am still going to mainly allocate towards survival, so for an instance like that, I would like to, if possible, focus on, you know, survival, so I don't risk losing. I had a bomb there. I was not surviving that. There we go. Didn't give me... Well, I still got some decent points there. So that basically means that in the regular story mode, if you're playing for points, you basically want to have a more aggressive playstyle compared to the more defensive playstyle I went for. Yes! That's going to be good points right there. Well, okay, well, and then I had to immediately use all of that up. Okay. Ah! Whew! But yeah, that's got to be some passive bonuses from combos does count at least in reversal. Okay. Yeah, look at all those points. So yeah, depending on how this goes, we could get one more extra life within these remaining 3 stages, because this is where the timer starts to go on for a while, and I really gotta play defensively. But yeah, whenever there's, lots of stuff on screen, especially if it seems overwhelming to me, probably best I use a level 2 charge shot. Dude, so much is being sent at me right now. I'm out of stuff to use, so I'm just gonna have to survive now. Oh, I got lucky there. Whew. Oh! What? Great. I just wasted an extra life. Are you kidding me? Alright, I'm officially angry. That was stupid. Oh my god. Okay, I'll admit, at least now I have a bit more plan on to earn plenty of points to get as many extra lives as possible. I'll admit that. But man, that was so incredibly stupid. Sequoia. Sequoia, Sequoia, Sequoia. Continue to get on my nerves. Four? Ha! Your almost winning attempt. You did clinch for a moment with a fourth life. Yes, yes, I know. Oh, it's always the underhanded lasers for Marisa. Oh! Ah, I feel like I was close that time. least I got a load of points from that. Of course, I've got nothing for going up against Reimu. So I'm really gonna have to hope here that, that I can get enough points quickly before Reimu mops the floor with me. Well, I had to bomb it, so I don't think I'm gonna make it. Well, now we're going into the final battle with nothing, if I can somehow survive this. Oh, nope, nope, once again we're losing to Reimu. Every time. Okay. Couldn't quite get to send a boss there, but that should at least still give me some good points. Yeah. Oh, did I not go full power? Well, I meant to send to counter... I meant to do boss reversal, not do that. I mean, at least I'll still get points for that, but that's not... Yeah, I wanted to do a boss reversal, not a strong attack. I mean, at least I'm still getting some decent points that I should still get that third extra life, but... Yeah, it's a risky move. Of course, right as I'm about to bomb. Just fade it out. There we go. How have I not earned that many points this round? Ah, my plan backfired. Of course she fails to go down when the timer runs out. Actually, what am I doing? Let's just do boss reversal, so I can get them points. Once again, my... Well, it would be good if it actually turned out in your favor. Alright. So, now my plan is starting to backfire on me. So, I'm basically having to decide between points or losing. Or points or winning. But it's like I need the points to get the lives, so I have a better chance of winning. I'm too busy complaining. Because you didn't remain silent freezing time, that's why I'm complaining now. Ooh, and I got to send a boss at her. Okay, so I got a lot of points there. Whole point of high risk, high reward here. Well, I mean, it's the strategy I'm now having to rely on to make sure I get some extra lives. Take that. Boss reversal. That'll get me some points. And look at that, we already have an extra life. This early on. So you see, the high-risk, high-reward strat, it can yield results if you're not stupid like that. Okay, clearly I'm not good with that attack. I mean, maybe there's some instances in the past where I outmaneuvered that. Am I seriously already at that point in the day where my skills are going down? Maybe it's just 'cause I'm just not used to having to completely readjust my playstyle. Simply because now it's like there's something new I have to figure out. And it's a strat that I'm clearly not used to. But it is going to yield the highest points for me to get the most extra lives, so I gotta go about it. Otherwise, I'm not going to get the extra lives that I'll basically need to win. How am I getting careless? It's about taking extreme... Okay, well, I did get it. I don't know. I'm losing my train of thought. I think, once again, I'm going to have to request that you just let me focus on the game. Because right now, I'm just... not in the best mood to be talking about this right now. So now the game is already throwing enough at me. Really not in the mood to talk about it. Not when the game is putting me through enough already. That was close. Alright. Hang on, did I bring up that name to you once before? I'm certain there's been a point like that, like maybe back before I changed my channel name or something. But I can't remember if I ever brought my real name up to you. Alright, so I just used up all my gauge just to focus on points, and now I really gotta pay attention here to make sure I don't lose before she goes down. Which might be happening here with all that she's throwing at me. Of course. So yeah, that's when it's gonna get kind of frustrating, is when... Oh yeah, that's right, the name of my Mii. Right. Actually, it's not a bad idea. Get her to unleash as many bullets on the screen as possible before I do the boss reversal, because I do get additional points for bullet clearing, right? Yeah. Could this be the run where I actually get 4 extra lives? Well, only one way to find out. It is going to require me to pay attention here if I want to pull this off. And get that last extra life. Yeah! That'll be good points. Actually, I notice I don't get the points for sending another boss even if I do a full power charge shot whenever there's already a boss on their side of the field. So I wonder if I'll get more spell attack bonus if I use, just focus on multiple small spells when time is running low and there's already a boss on their side of the field. Just an idea. Okay, if we're gonna do that strategy... Okay, she's not gonna unleash the other wave of stars. So for now, I'm just gonna play... This is where I gotta start playing on the defensive. Otherwise, I'll be in trouble. Oh! I didn't even see that bullet. I had a plan and the game turned in on me. There's a boss. Game uses third charge automatically instead of boss. Okay. So if I want to get more points out of charge shots, I'll basically get more if I just keep doing, like, ×2 charge shots instead of, you know, trying to send another boss if there's already a boss on their side of the field and, like, time's already nearly out. We're going up against Yuka with nothing. Yeah, I might be able to pull it off, but man, this has not been the best run as of late. So I just gotta pay attention, make sure I don't lose myself to all of this. Okay, here she comes with the boss, and then I think I'd like to wait until just the right moment to send a boss after her, because we're already low enough on time already. I know we've taken this gambit before, and this time it actually paid off, pulling off the boss reversal there. Alright, now I don't know if we'll get enough points for one more extra life. So we'll have to see how this goes. I'm gonna keep it on the defensive, and just... Something I gotta do is, like, try to pay more attention to the yin-yang orbs so I can see their trajectory and figure out where they're gonna end up, so I can, you know, prepare accordingly, so I don't end up in a position to where they can all overwhelm me, you know? Oh dear. Whew. Look at that, 2 extra lives for the final boss. Use the third chart. Oh wait, I read that already. This is only the second time this stream I've made it to the final boss. So here we go. Okay, Okay, she's already going in hot. Gonna try and early on here, see if I can... Okay, no, she's already got me using up a bomb. This is not gonna be the run. Alright, at least the timer will go down to only 50 seconds. Oh, wow, I got taken down quickly there. That was not my intention, but alright. 49 seconds. I just need to not get careless, but I'm certain it's possible, but man, it's... Gotta stop using bombs. Because then I get overwhelmed like that and I lose. Alright, don't waste power on bombs. It's gonna be wasteful. I just gotta make sure I am ready on power so I'm not wasteful. That's gonna be the key to victory here. So let's pay attention. I used a bomb. It's like I'm not ready for those bullets to expand when it comes to this. And then it's like, all of a sudden I'm overwhelmed, and it's like, what do I do then? And that's what adds up to me resorting to bombing. And it's always with her. It's like, I'm never ready for it. So, we have an annoying final boss in what's already an annoying extra stage. That always leads to me resorting to bombing. And I had such a good setup there. I don't know why I didn't do anything there. That's gonna get me nothing. Wasted opportunity. You know what? I'm just gonna restart it there. Because now I'm like eager for the points. And I just can't accept a lack of points like that anymore because I wasted the opportunity. Yeah. There we go, boss reversal, and I think I automatically sent the regular boss to her as well there. So that should be some good points. That's actually only a little bit more than what I earned in my previous go. Here we go. Yep, You start out by... Okay, going straight to that now. That wasn't enough for the extra life? Will mean I'll have to take some chances here, because, you know, we're going to have to navigate our way past this. That ought to get me some good points. Let's take a look at it there. Yeah, look at all that bonus. Honestly, considering how many points I get there, it might make it to where regular spell cards will be more useful unless I specifically use the boss for boss reversal. Like there, that'll probably be the only time I get some actual worth out of, you know, if I potentially can get more out of the regular spell cards than I will, you know, sending the boss on them. Oh, jeez, I got scared there. Okay, I'm confused now. Okay, we got her. I got a bit worried there, but we pulled it off. Well, 3 bosses I sent at her, apparently. Yeah, that'll be some good points. Alright, let's see how this run goes. Alright, she's gonna start out by sending Marisa on us. Okay. Oh! I was not ready for that. Every time. I hate that move so much. There we go. And didn't get me a whole lot of points, and we're already on stage 7, so we might be only getting 1 more extra life. There we go. That'll make for some good points. Ooh, and the automatic boss reversal. Let's go. Yeah, that was probably a bad time to bomb. Oh no! That was such a good run! We were doing so well. Alright. I hope those points still count, otherwise, yeah, we might have to... There we go, that should at least offer some good points, but if I get points for only 1 boss reversal there... Good thing is, despite being second timed... Oh wait, I read that already. So yeah, if I don't get the points for... Okay, no, I do still get the points. Although I did not get enough to gain an extra life for Reimu. Meaning that I'm going to have to one-shot Reimu. Or do well against Reimu. Otherwise we're going down. And she immediately starts out by going in strong. That was an easy move. What was that? Ugh! Oh wait, why did I fire right away? I could have had her put more bullets on screen before doing that. Ah! Of course, before I get the chance to send out the boss. Of course. Not this time. Alright, at least I got to pull off a boss reversal there. Well, yeah, because points are going to be what decides how many extra lives I get. So points are a pretty big deal. Wait, where's my... Oh, that's right, I already used it on the first boss. You're saying too much, and... Alright, that was a good screen wipe. With the boss reversal. Although not as much as I'd like, as I apparently don't have an extra life yet. Really not getting as many points as I'd like here. Without automatic bosses, you won't have enough either way. Well, I don't know what controls automatic bosses. I don't know what controls that aspect. I don't know if there's an algorithm to it, or if there is a way I can manipulate the code. I really don't know. Oh, of course, of course. Listen, you gotta remember, in my playstyle in most games that I usually like to have is usually a bit of a tanky playstyle, where, you know, I have plenty of health. And in a mode like this, where it's like one shot and you're done, I feel like every extra life is gonna count towards my victory. Okay. So while she's busy dealing with all of that... There we go. That'll get me some good points. You can manipulate it, but considering the fact that you have to dodge, it may be better not to think about it. Alright. Well, I won't think about it then. I'll just focus on trying to beat this. Oh, of course it's the stray bullet. Every time. It's always the stray bullet. Every time, it's always the stray bullet! Every single time. Oh yeah, that's right. I knew he was going to be playing some Dark Souls 2. I mean, I know we usually have an hour. How long did she start streaming? Hang on. Because normally she likes to do a bit of art an hour before she starts. Okay, looks like about 4 minutes. So we've got, like, I'd say about an hour. And then I'd like to raid Nui so I can watch her play some Dark Souls. I'm really interested in seeing Nui's adventure. But yeah, I guess I sort of see her point, because especially since I only get more points if it's the boss reversal. Otherwise, I do notice that maybe like the individual 2 shots will give me more points. There we go. That's a good boss reversal. So I guess what I can do is, for the instances where... Just trying to think of a good plan here. Who's calling me? Okay, Spam is trying to call me. Let's try Sequoia. But down you go. Yeah, there, I probably could have gotten more points if I just did individual spells or something. So as it stands, yeah, it's at least I got some level of points there for sending a boss at her. Okay, apparently that potential spam has decided to send me a voicemail. Watch it be like one of those 3 or 1 second voicemails that has absolutely nothing on it, pretty much confirming that it was indeed spam. Alright, let's see here. Okay, to my shock, 19 second. Well, watch it be an automated voicemail. Watch it. I don't want to play it live on stream in case, like, somehow it knows my name or something. Yep, pretty much spam. Something about, oh, expired 50% discount. Probably some offer for a subscription that doesn't matter to me since I don't do subscriptions. I'm not a fan. Like, I've only accepted subscriptions for services, like, related to my education. That's the only time I've ever accepted subscriptions for anything. So other than that... it's like, I'm good. And okay, maybe I gotta think twice about when they send a boss at me right at the start. So it's like, I so badly want to go for that boss reversal, but if it's going to lead to me losing, maybe I'll have to think more about it. I don't know. Did that not send a boss? Oh no, I think that sent a boss. Alright. Here we go. Nice try. Okay, she's sending... Alright, probably a strong attack. Okay, she is sending everything at me all at once. What was that? I was not ready for any of that and had to bomb there. And now I'm in big trouble, because if I... Unless I get lucky here and survive it... Okay, I got lucky there. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's hope I don't get hit by stray bullets this time, because the stray bullets really like coming after me with Yuka. Okay, this is an easy move, so I just gotta focus on all the stray bullets that come in massive waves. Alright, now, since this is gonna stack with a loss, I think that should get me enough points to get me the last extra life. Alright, and a reversal. Let's go. Come on, your time's up. You should be going down any second now. There you go. That ought to get me some good points. I'm likely to also get some good points from Reimu as well. So if I lose once, as long as I still, you know, actually beat Reimu instead of losing stupidly like I have been in these previous goes. Okay, I always get hit by this attack. So it's like, it's a lot to be ready for in a strict amount of time, so... Oh my goodness, really? Really? My goodness. Way to start out. Of course, sending in Reimu right away again. Okay, we got her, and... Almost got me cornered there, but nice try, Reimu. Alright. Okay, maybe... Let's see, because I went down rather quickly there, and that wasn't it. Okay, well, it's gonna be close, but maybe during my fight, I'll get enough for an extra life. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna... Dude, why do I always bomb here? I don't get it. Like... Everything always keeps catching me off guard, and then next thing I know, I get overwhelmed. Like, come on. Every time, I always get overwhelmed. Next thing I know, I lose. Okay, no bombing. No bombing. I just gotta keep an eye on where those things are placed on ready, because if something evolves those bullets into the big bullets, then I gotta be ready for that, because they're gonna come swarming me rather quickly, and it's gonna add up to where I'm gonna panic, and then I'm gonna bomb. That's the mistake I keep making, and need to stop making. Okay, she's sending it. Oh, no, wait, that was me sending. Okay, here she comes with something big. What's she up to? Okay, so far an easy attack. Don't see it necessary to use a charge shot just yet. I'm gonna play it safe there. Come on! Finally! Descending had better be worth it. Let's see what we got. The road of the blooming red spider lilies, the pathless route that connects to the Muenzuka. Here, isolated souls gather easily, thereby making it an extremely sad and lonely place. If a connection were created with more people during their lives, even after death, these souls could exist cheerfully and enjoyably. Sir, you were a wealthy person before you died, right? I knew you were a rather plucky soul from the get-go. Huh? What? Those in the outside world told you that once you started making money, you became narrow-minded. What are you saying, sir? Those words are born of jealousy. There's no way I could believe them. Listen, your current disposition is a quality of all souls. It has nothing to do with the amount of money you made. On the contrary, if your mindset is good, there are many ways to make money. And oppositely, if it's bad, you'll lose what's valuable and end up with no money at all. That's why, by far, there are so many rich people with values. I mean, there's also a lot of rich people that don't do that. That make money without, you know... And poor people often become poor because they have no values. I mean, you can be poor and still have values. Come on now. Look, I can already see the other side. Well, I guess it depends on your definition of value here. Because if you... Because, like, if value just means in money here, well, then, yeah, you have no value as a poor person. But value as in, like, the simple joys of life, as well as, you know, whatever connections you may have. Like, it's possible to be poor and have a good life. It's also because of your good deeds, sir. Look, I can already see the other side of here. That's also because of your good deeds, sir. If you had been bad, countless days might have passed before arriving. Conversely, those who were jealous and spoke ill behind your back are people of no value. Truly, people of value collect all of the money and spend it too. In other words, you earn money on behalf of all mankind. Oops, I'm lecturing you like I was Buddha, aren't I? Well, since I know that much, a monetary offering-like system would also work. Yeah, close to here is that shrine whose system I don't really understand. But it's a real blunder anyhow. How about it? Want to hear about that do-nothing failure of a shrine? Ah, you don't? I see. Well then, sir, I shall regale you with more familiar tales. That's right, are you familiar with the Loyal 47... Nen? I'm sure you know of it. In that case, this won't take long. Why don't we relate the unjustness of the story together? Ah, we've already arrived, huh? Well, you know what to expect after this. You don't really know? Is that so? I guess people from the outside don't believe in the Yama nowadays. In the case of a wealthy soul like yours, I'm sure you'll believe if you're granted a good judgment. Unless you got rich by doing something awful. Yeah, exactly. Her conversations with the souls of the deceased were Hamachi's sole amusement. Listening to the treasury of these souls' experiences, her grasp on what was happening in the world of living became better. However, in this place, no matter how many souls are given courage, a callous judgment awaits them. Ultimately, the filter of the Sanzu is the amount of people that yearned for person in question, that is, their virtues. And even without doing anything which could be considered evil, those humans lacking connections to others cannot even cross the river. If you do cross the river, what awaits you next is the Yama's judgment. This judgment will inquire into the rights and wrongs of the deceased's true conduct. It is rumored that there isn't a soul who can go through the Yama's judgment without receiving a tongue lashing. First off, the Yama will heed warnings on even the most trivial matters, spraying insects with insecticide, being jealous of others from the bottom of your heart, false accusations. Even that degree will likely earn you a long-winded sermon. Wait, like a college degree, or what degree are we talking about here? The Yama's sermon served as an exact calculations of all the misdeeds from when you were alive, and when it isn't enough, you'll be dropped into hell. Thank goodness I'm just the Grim Reaper, thought Hamachi. Congratulations, ending number 13, wow. Okay. You know, this is normally where I'd be satisfied that it's over, but knowing that I'm gonna have to do that again as the Yama now, I'm not looking forward to it. I consider doing more streaming tonight, but with my, after all that I already went through today, and knowing that my mom is sick in the other room, I don't know how much she'll be able to tolerate me constantly raging out like that. So I think I'd like to go ahead and raid my buddy Nui, who is going to be doing she might still be doing some art at this time. But yeah, this will also be a good time to end because I got to do laundry and then, you know, still got to have dinner. Let me check some things. Because I also noticed another channel I've been following is still live. I thought they would have been done by now. Let me check some things here. Oh, yeah. The game ended. Ugh. Well, we did it. No, I have no reason to save that. Well, let's talk about Komachi now, shall we? Sure, we can go ahead and talk about Komachi. Although, similar to the other lore explanations, maybe keep it in the comments section of the archived stream, just so it's easier to return to. Or, well, you can post it here right now if you want to bring it up now, but also remember to post it in the comments once the stream gets archived, just so it's easier to return to for anyone curious. Okay, Komachi Onozuka is a Shinigami god of death who is ferrying the souls of the dead across the Sanzu River. She doesn't kill anyone, she's just a Charon of Gen Sokyo. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, nonetheless, next time we return to this, we'll get to play as Eiki Shiki Yamazanadu. She has the ability to manipulate distance, and it is possible that she's the reason why Sanzu River width is changing from person to person. Oh, okay. Interesting. Alright, if we're ending, I can get out off the Discord voice channel. Since we're about done here. But yeah, next time we stream, we'll be doing that. So let's see. They're in the middle of the final battle. I think I'm going to go ahead and raid Nui. So, for our next stream, obviously I have to work for the rest of this week, so I'll have to grab my work schedule. So since Freezing Time, you're still offering a lore explanation here, I'll go ahead and take an intermission at this time so I can maybe rinse out my Mountain Dew, quick use the bathroom. Let's see, despite her having such an important role, she's slacking most of the time, doing her job pretty bad actually. Yeah, right, of course. Alright, I'll be right back. Go ahead and keep at it with the lore explanations. And then I'll be back to start the raid. Alright, that should be everything. Let's wrap things up and get a raid started. Now, let's see what all you've had to say here. Freezing time while I was out. Yeah, I read that. Ability to manipulate the distance of the Sanzu River. Despite her, yep, she's always lazy. Like Chiron, souls give her money. It's not their wealth, but goodness of their hearts. The better the person, the more money it has. When encountering Komachi, souls shall give all their money to her. These souls which decide to save some for themselves are getting thrown in the river midway, never to be seen again. In that river, trapped a lot of souls which humans, of such humans, along with prehistoric beasts, which feast on them, though they never truly die. Gotcha. So in a way, it's kind of like the river Styx from, in Greek mythology. Also, no boat can cross the river besides the specially made boat by the Ministry of Hell, which Komachi calls Titanic. It's quite old and worn, but Ministry of Hell doesn't change it due to the lack of finances. Komachi herself can't really use those coins for anything useful, so she just uses them as Danmaku. She's so used to talk about death and with dead people that most of the times talking with her ends up in death and suicidal topics, which is why she just naturally assumes that our heroes comes to kill themselves. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that definitely would explain a bit more then. Yeah, Sanzu's just Japanese version of the Styx, pretty much. Nonetheless, yeah, that about wraps up this stream. I would have loved to keep going, but with Nui live and that, you know, just to get that first ending already having taken a lot out of me, combined with some other stuff I'd like to do here for the rest of the day while I'm still awake, such as doing my laundry and, you know, getting... Well, I just need to put away my laundry at this point, but... Yeah, a lot of stuff combined with Nui being live that I'm going to go ahead and raid Nui and end the stream. So, yeah, at least we're halfway there, and we just need to get one more win off of this. And then I can finally be done with, yeah, what has definitely been the most annoying extra stage in all of this. So hopefully, hopefully playing as the Yama here isn't too gimmicky or anything. We'll have to see next time I stream. So, for next stream, once again, I'm gonna decide between if we want to keep doing Touhou or if we do want to start up another game. Because I've learned that my friend that I was interested in collabing with for my 4th run of Dark Souls 3, turns out they're going to be finished sooner than I thought. So I'm wondering, in the meantime, instead of jumping straight to the next Soulsborne, if we're still going to be getting at it with, you know, Dark Souls 3, that maybe we could start up another game. Well, yeah, and her ability to manipulate distances is pretty insane, as was shown once in a manga. Oh, okay. Because, yeah, I have a good variety of games to choose from that we can stream next time. After watching the Castlevania Netflix series with Doc, I've been very much interested in taking the Castlevania series for a spin, and thanks to me having gotten my hands on the Castlevania Anniversary Collection for free off Epic Games, I can take the Castlevania series for a spin. Should we want to try that out. Otherwise, I do have some other options here for other games I could play. I know Doc encouraged me to get Rain World here. Uh, what are some other good options here? I know I brought up Vampire Survivors once before, and then I never got the chance to play it. So we could still play that at some point if I wanted to. And then, I mean, if we really just want to keep at it with the Souls-likes, I'm interested in trying out a game that some of my other friends have recommended me called Salt and Sanctuary. They've told me that's a really good Souls-like. So, here's what I'll do. Knowing that it might be a while until the next stream, I shall set up a poll that will last, let's say, an entire week. Or, well, let me check my schedule for when my next day off of work will be. I'll be right back. Okay, so I took a look at my schedule, and for next week, I am only going to have Wednesday off, unfortunately. Meaning that I will only get one stream next week, one streaming opportunity, and that's assuming nothing comes up that prevents me from getting to stream that day. Nonetheless, that's how it goes. Because, well, now I'm going to be stuck in the in-between here, because knowing that I'll only get one chance to stream next week, we're really going to want to decide, you know, if I want to keep at this while it's fresh in my mind next week, or if we just want to, or if you're interested in the ideas that I have just offered, to try out some other games. So again, I'll leave a poll. So only one day off next week. What should I stream? And then, yeah, I'll go with more Touhou. And then I guess I'll... yeah, bring up the game, a couple of the game ideas that I've been recommended. So, start Salt and Sanctuary. And try out Castlevania. So yeah, that's what I'm interested in. Alright, there we go. So that poll will be up all week. That, by the time we get to next Wednesday, we'll get to see the results and see what the regulars on Discord think. But yeah, until then, it's definitely going to be another busy week next week for me. I'm glad I got 2 days off. But yeah, now let's go ahead and get a raid started. Because I've been holding it off for a while now. And yeah, I'd like to get started on it. Because I'm certain that Nui is going to be streaming some Dark Souls. Okay, it seems like she's still doing art at this time. So it'll be, I'd say, at around 17 minutes until she starts. But I could get rated now and, give you guys to get situated if you're not interested in what she's drawing. Which she always likes drawing some Touhou characters, so yeah. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and as always, if you enjoyed this stream and wish to see more of my content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe and click the notification bell to stay notified of future uploads. For those of you watching on Twitch, feel free to leave a follow and also click the notification bell. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky. I'm always active over there. And I do also have a Discord server that, should you be willing to be respectful and abide by the rules, I am willing to send you an invite where on the server you can stay updated with stream announcements, chat with regulars, post some memes, as well as be able to join the voice channel where you can chat with me live on stream. And until next time, this is the Gamer of Gamers, and stay excellent, everyone! Should have started the raid timer, then did my outro. Oh well. Let's get a raid going.